How's it going, everybody? It's PJ, 4Pete_J on YouTube, PJ Play on Twitch. It is Monday morning, so it must be car mechanic simulator time. Watching the cars come down the roadway here. Very cool. So we are in the, we're in Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. The first thing we got to do is we got to talk about the new DLC that just dropped. It was yesterday, I believe, which was, what's today's date? Today's date is the 29th, so it was Monday the 28th that I saw that it had dropped, and I was shocked. I was shocked. I wasn't expecting anything. I don't remember seeing anything or hearing anything. So when they came out with the police DLC, of course, I picked it up. So we've got some new DLC. We've got the police DLC. This is my 49th episode of Car Mechanic Simulator. And I think for episode 50, that was a little weird kind of jump. I think for episode 50, I'm going to kind of go over, do a roadmap kind of thing of where I hope the series is going to, continue the series and what I hope to accomplish with the series. Let's take a look here. I think the Bolt Reptilia is almost done. You look at the parts, 99%, frames at 92, interiors 81. Body has a little bit of some issues. So if we look, we'll go to the last page. Yeah, everything looks pretty good. Okay, here we go. Car parts. So you look at the front doors. The door, well, it's a two-seater. It's a two-door, so it's only got two doors. We could probably get these doors fixed up. Maybe take a look at the fender and the bumpers. I'm not messing with the interior, so not doing the seats. But I think I'd be okay with that. Let's take a look at the doors. So I think in episode 50, what I'm going to wind up doing is I'm going to kind of do a roadmap of what I see, what I hope to continue doing with the title, how I'm hoping to keep going with it, obviously. Well, as long as it's here, right? Let's go ahead and try to repair this mirror. We got that. The door. The other mirror. And the other door. Gonna have to do it again. Got it. Okay. So yeah, because there's a couple things. First and foremost, as you know, I've been trying to actually do other stuff. I've gotten so myopic and just so into doing the repair work that, I haven't really gotten into a lot of the rest of the stuff. I did do the racetrack. We finally got in and saw car auctions. We know what the junkyard is. I haven't really done much with the car salon. I think that's just a upscale, like, car dealership, where you can buy cars that are in good shape. I still don't know why you would want to do that, unless you just wanted to hold on to the car, keep it in your parking garage. I'm not 100% positive, but we're gonna investigate that. We're gonna see what that's all about. We got barns to go to, and that's gonna be part. I'm already going over it. I was gonna do this and come back on episode 50. We're gonna do all this. We got the dragster photo locations, workshop maps, no additional tracks. I don't know what that means. So I want to figure all that stuff out, and I want to get to know the game inside and out, and I want to know every facet of it. So that's what we're going to do starting in episode 50. We have all of the tools and expansions unlocked, but as you can see, I've completely forgotten about the attributes. So I really haven't been doing anything with these. I have 23 skill points to spend. So again, episode 50. Episode 50 is when it's going to happen. But I do feel like, that's what I want to do is, so that'll be one of the things I'll talk about in episode 50. I do, there's also the achievements. God, I'm still talking about it. Tune in to episode 50 and I'm going to go over stuff, and we'll put together a plan for how we're going to proceed moving forward. And like I said, hopefully you guys will. We got the fenders now, front left and front right fenders. Front bumper. Yeah, those things I can't. And the rear bumper. Well, I'm not gonna fix the rear bumper. It's at 70. Anytime it gets to 70, I'm okay with it. Let's take the fenders though. Front left fender, the front right fender. They're both above 16%. Snakebite was telling me that that's kind of the cutoff. So if it's below 16%, there's no way you're gonna fix it. But if it's above 16, there's a chance you can fix that. So we will definitely, hopefully, be able to take care of that. All right, so we're doing the body work now. I do want to throw it up on the alignment tool to make sure that it's all aligned. We did put some high pro gear on it. We didn't really trick it out too much, but we did upgrade a couple of things. I think when we look at this one, I wasn't paying attention to the money I spent to fix it, but all right. So leather seats, somebody else can change that. The tail light we can't fix. Steering wheel, again, that's part of the interior. We could possibly do the rear bumper and the front license. I don't think we can fix the license plates though. It would be nice if you could take it off and just kind of clean it up, but what was the other thing? The other thing was the rear bumper. I don't think I'm going to do that. Where are we at with this? If we go here, the value now is at 82,317 credits. We're gonna get a 62,012 credit bump profit. We kicked it up almost $5,000 on performance parts, so that's pretty cool. All right, so let's take it over to the test path, and that's of course where our alignment tool is. I don't think we need to do. Don't really need to do any diagnostics. We've quite literally repaired pretty much everything in the. I would like to throw it up on the dyno because, like I said, we did do a couple of performance upgrades. So I want to just see how much of a bump we're gonna get. Okay, so that's that, and we've aligned the wheels. Let's put you on the dyno and let's just see what that has to tell us. Right? It's not gonna hurt us any. It's always good information to have. Clip B. Oh, that's right. I did notice that when I was editing. I forgot to put the clips back on. The distributor cap. Silly me. And we can't. We were able to fix those on the bench, so we didn't buy them. I just spaced on putting them back on. Okay. So that's good. I think we're good now. Okay. Are you sure you want to proceed with the dyno test? Yes. Get the turbines to speed here. I make that same joke every time we're here, don't I? I'll have to come up with a new one. Starting at episode 50, I'll have to update my routine here. Okay, so we're gonna hit the start button. 360 from the factory. 361 horsepower, 4,585 RPM. Bumped it up to 417 horsepower at 4,575 RPM. So well, it's got all the numbers. I was trying to do math in my head. It's all right here, Pete. So we jumped up 56 horsepower. That's a bump of 16%. We went up from 466 foot-pounds at 2,740 RPM to 534 foot-pounds at 2,770 RPM. Which is a bump of 68 foot-pounds of plus 15%. Drag rating C265. I'm not sure what this means. Obviously, it has something to do with the drag racing. DLC, but I'm not sure what the letter and number means. So that's something, that is something to look forward to figuring out. Let's take this over to the paint booth. No, that was a car wash, Pete. I didn't mean to do that. It's already clean, so I don't feel like I need to clean it. We want to go to the paint booth, but you would want to make sure that it was clean before you painted it. I don't know, the silver's it's not bad. I don't hate the silver, but let's take a look at what we got. Obviously we have all different kinds of colors. Oh wow. Oh wow, that that is okay to me. That right there is okay. If I click that and I look at that. I mean, oh, that chameleon really works with the orange. I think the orange chameleon really works. That is sweet. Oh, that is nice. What if we go red? Red orange. Wow, you can really see that chameleon when we come around. We got the red, right? As we come around, you're getting yellow here, orangish here, red there. You're getting 3 colors almost. To this point where it's almost yellow. Okay. Yeah, I am tweaking out on this. Matte. I don't know if I like the matte as much. I think it's definitely got a purpose, but high gloss red. Oh yeah. Little red Corvette, huh? High gloss red. Or that's just gloss. Solid red. Metallic. Would you go black metallic? Oh, that might be worthwhile, huh? Black metallic. Wearing the green. You could only drive this on St. Patrick's Day, though. Although I kind of dig it. Is there a chameleon for the green? Pearl? Oh, oh, I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Chrome. Chameleon. Okay, so the chameleon is green. It doesn't really seem to lend itself very much to the chameleon effect, though. Maybe if we went dark green? It kind of gets a turquoise up there, but not really. I don't think the chameleon's working there. Matte chameleon. Again, same thing. It just doesn't seem to work with this color. We go back. Yeah. Really, it only seems to work with the red, the orange. Now is it? Because once you get into yellow, you don't really see the effects. Okay. So let's go back to white. I want to check out the liveries they have. Metallic. Well, these are factory colors, so you can get any of these factory colors here. That's not a bad color. There's the silver. Blue's not bad either, really. We could play with the finish. Again, play with the color. I just want to take a look at the livery set. If we go, let's take a look here. Livery set 1. Get some red stripes off the base. Ooh, a little red, white, and blue. Specs here on the back, kind of a racing deal. I don't know if I buy into it, but okay. Livery number 2, you got your basic black stripes. Always, you know, always nice. Always nice. Livery set 3 is darker. Like, so 2 is kind of a metallic gray, right? More of a metallic gray. Livery set 3 is just black. Solid black stripes. Always, like I said, it's always good. 4 is does seem to be Like an off-white. Now, if we, I guess if we changed, we could change the color of the livery. Saturation, turn, there you go. No, the livery is what the livery is. The saturation refers to the car color. But you can see they're white stripes. So if you had a dark car, you could have white stripes. Livery set 4. Actually, I want to go back to, can I go back to white? There we go. So that's it. We got 4 liveries. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're back to none. I'm not sure if I saw anything I liked. Let's just go with a, what about the factory color? I'm thinking this. What if we checked out the, let's go livery 4. What would you say to that? Although I don't want to get locked into just stripes all the time, but that, I kind of dig on that. All right. So it is written. So let it be done, right? As the old runner would say. So shall it be? Yeah, that's it. I'm sorry, but I saw it. There it is. There it is. Aww. That is a good looking vehicle right there. A little bit of a performance upgrade. Look at that. Oh, look at that thing shine. That is so sweet. All right, let's get out of this. Let's take this to the front of the business. Let's get a good, nice picture of it. Make our little scrapbook. Can we crouch? Oh, I gotta hold it. Crouch. Actually, I don't know if I want to crouch because I won't get those nice racing stripes in there. There is a photo mode right there. Focus. There we go. Auto focus. I don't want to miss the car though. You know what? Maybe we're gonna back out. Let's put the car in front of bay 2. I think that's gonna be the best look. Bay 1's too far away. There you go. So now we got this, and we can hit our photo mode, and we can focus it up, and we can settings. We can go field of view. This pulls us back a bit, or we can zoom in a bit. Exposition lightens or darkens it. Height, we can go up or down. Okay, I'm gonna go up. Tilt. Whoa, I didn't mean to do that. I don't really want tilt. Depth of field. Close, far, aperture, focal point. Okay, I don't know what those do, but if we hit R, it'll reset. So, what did we do? We went, I think we went a little bit darker. We went in a little bit. We went up. I think that's it. Okay, let's take the picture. Oh, I moved my camera. There it is. Now there's a way, that's the other thing too, is there's a way to change that signage. And I'm also going to look into that going forward from episode 50. So we'll, like I said, we're going to try and really get into the nuts and bolts and the and really kick the tires and light the fires. Okay. Very cool. The other, I think did I mention this or not? I might be repeating myself, but let's sell this puppy. We're gonna get 82,359 credits. Let's sell it. Yes. All right, we're up to 100,000 credits. 100,300 credits. Let's do a couple of repair jobs. I don't want to completely forget them, but I do want to move into more of the Emden Jaeger is a story mission. What do we got? 43 seconds. Let's grab the Vallsen 2040. Bring that Bring that baby in. Let's load him up, huh? We've got space for 5. Let's grab 5. I can get the phone here. I don't have to run all the way in there. We got a 157 Smith & Parker Outlaw. Bring that puppy in there. You know that, DLC. Loud exhaust. Take that order. Alright, so that's 2 of the 5. Ooh, I like it. I like it. You can go into 1. And you can go into 2. So yeah, I don't want to abandon the repairs altogether, but I do want to just start working on the cars. But we talked about that before. You need to do the one in order to be able to afford to do the other. Okay, so we got a Chieftain Bandit. We'll grab that one. Take that order. 78 Chieftain Bandit, aka Pontiac Trans Am. That. Oh, this poor. Who has been mean to you? Why has somebody done this to you? You poor thing. Here, let me hug you. What did they do to you? Oh my God, I love these cars. Pontiac Trans Am, 78. Please get out. The honeycomb wheels. They don't have the honeycomb wheels. Gladiator front end. I don't think it has the Gladiator front end, does it? No. It's a generic front end. Is that Tennessee? Because you're the only 10 I see. Ha ha! Anyway, I need a phone. Has anybody got a phone? I'm hooked on this car. Okay. There's the phone. All right, 118, 115, Griffin Tyro. Bring it in, bring it in. And then the last one will be the story mission. We'll get that one done last. Yeah, Griffin Tyro. Okay, so. We got space for one more. We'll grab the story mission. There it is. Let's see how she looks. She don't look in too bad a shape. All right, so let's do some repair work, folks. Issue number 1 is this here vehicle car. Looks like a Volvo. Boxy but good, right? Okay, so here we looked at it. A Vallsen 2040, the 1993 version. It's standard. It's got 187,788 miles on it. And body condition is 36, parts 41, frame 3238. Okay, so I'm looking at that stuff more and more. It's got an i4 single overhead cam BMJ engine. Okay, 126 horses at 5,055 RPM with 144 foot-pounds at 3,985 RPM. General running gear control and repair. That's it. General running gear control and repair. Okay, that I think is going to be a gearbox issue and drivetrain, I think, right? If I recall correctly, and I may be wrong. It's been a while. But let's go ahead and run our tests. We got the additional tools. Does it have an OBD? I think it was. Didn't it say it was a 2002? No, it does not. Okay. I'm lying. If I'm lying, I'm dying, and I am dying. Drain tool, we don't need. Fuel pressure test. Quick fuel pressure test. We'll run the gambit, but I think the only way to truly test the drivetrain is on the test track, not the test path, but I think it's the test track. Fuel pump, fuel filter, fuel rail, again, not in great shape. And if we look at the thing, they're talking 31%. So again, none of those parts fell below that 39%. So they are not an issue. It's not going to be a tire trade tracer, but you know, again, you got the tools, you might as well make use of them, right? I'm not seeing anything coming up on below 31. Again, crankshaft, piston with con rods. We've got 2 here and then 2 here, so piston rings. Okay, so it's not that. Electrical multimeter, I don't think it's going to be the electrical system either. According to the work order, it's only 2 parts. So they're going to cut clutch plate, clutch pressure plate maybe. 31 relay type B, that's on the cusp. Again, I think it's got to be below 31. I don't think that 31 is going to count. We can take a look. Yeah, see, it didn't come up. So there's that. Have we done all of them? Compression test, electric mold. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the tire tread. Again, it doesn't hurt anything. On the off chance, when you look at this car especially, you can see how much rust and use this car has gotten. So taking a moment to run it through the tests completely. All right, we can, and maybe we should take it to the test track, or we can trust ourselves and crack open the gear case, and let's see what are we looking at? Nevada? I think that's Nevada. And let's see. Is there a way? Can I do my diagnostic test? Where's the? Maybe I have to be disconnected, right? And then you can hopefully grab your. This is another. Here's okay. Examination tool. It just says engine. It won't let me check the. Won't let me check the gearbox. Right? Yeah, this is just engine stuff. So, I go here now and I look. Yes, he's still not discovered. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the gearbox. I have a feeling that it's going to be inside the gearbox. So let's, and you know, again, I should do the right thing, right? And I should test everything. So let's go here first, then up here, then we'll go left, and then we'll go right. I have a feeling that's where we're going to be at. It's been a while. I've been away. And I think that was one of the reasons why I was just getting so second nature kind of thing that it was like, you know, what? Oh, you got to remove the starter first. See? That's how bad I've gotten. I forgot I got to remove the starter first. All right, here's the gearbox. Now we can take it off. And let's see what we got here. We need some spray there. We need some spray here. And what do we want to do? We want to do star pattern kind of. We're gonna go here first, then here, then here, and there. All right. Oh my. Could Pete have been wrong? He could have been wrong. But that bearing is not in bad shape, nor is this pressure plate, although that bolt needs a little squirt ski. I was wrong, folks. It ain't there. Crankshaft. Can I use my... We already checked it. So it wasn't the crankshaft then. Okay, and it wasn't the drivetrain, so I was wrong. Where do we go from here, folks? I think this is going to be the last episode of... I didn't realize I had 2 flywheels. So I'm going to need to slow down. Was it 42 or 52? I think it was 42, wasn't it? Yeah. 42, we got a clutch plate. 51, clutch pressure plate. 47 and 36, it was 47 because it was in really good shape. And the release bearing goes on. The gearbox, 41%. All right. Drive shaft. All right, so this has stumped me for at least a moment. We're stumped. All right, disconnect. We will have to continue our diagnostics because my hunch was wrong. And we're looking part not discovered. General running gear control and repair. Okay. Let's move it to the test path. We'll run it up on the machine. We'll see what the machine says. Boop, boop. Engine cannot be started. Why is the engine unable to be started? So what we need to do, if we look at the fuel system, right? Right, let's take it back, I think, to... We already checked that. Move this back to the bay. I didn't realize it couldn't be started. Back one. Why can it not be started? If we look at it and we go... okay. General running gear false. What's the electrical again? Well, we checked it, so nothing came up. So it's not the electrical. We knew that. For relay type B. Batteries at 51, so that's not electrical. That crankshaft did not look good at all, but we already checked the we already did the examination tool, right? 13 of 13. Is there any way I can flip through a list of what came up? Because I'd like to be able to see that. Examined parts hold. I already held that. (13 of 13). That's all it's going to let me check. And again, none of it is really red. Oh, wait a minute. Alternator? Does that alternator look? That alternator might be red. Let's take a look at the alternator. Oh. But the alternator, when I checked the electrical, it should have checked the alternator, right? So it can't be red. Yeah. Is there a way to see the parts that I've already examined, or no? Cooling, that's fine. Fuse box. Fine. And we checked that, we already did that, okay. Alright, so this is what happens when your ABS module doesn't have anything to do with starting the car. Alright, I think I'm going to... What am I going to do? What are you going to do, Pete? What are you going to do? We've already tested the throttle. Throttle's fine. What about the intake manifold? I don't think that was checked, right? If we do this, yeah, the intake manifold did not get checked. We fuel system, the fuel pump, again, not in great shape, but it's not in bad shape. I'm seeing no red. There's the fuel filter, again, not in bad shape. Okay, so there's, I think that's the, oops, sorry. I think that's the distributor on the back. We come in here, this thing here, ignition coil. Maybe that's what we're looking at. And I think I have to take it off, right? Because I cannot If I go out and I grab my investigation tool, I can't really examine that part. So I need to remove it from the engine. All right, so let's do that. Oops, sorry, I keep hitting the wrong button. So let's take a look at the electrical system. But see, again, this would have been checked, wouldn't it? 47%. What about the ignition coil? %. Yeah, I think that gets checked when you do the electrical test too. I gotta figure out why this thing won't start. Oh, that's why, Pete. You took the starter off and you didn't put it back on, dummy. You dummy. Alright, so now I think it will start. So let's try doing this again. I'm so mad at myself. I'm sorry, folks. I'm so sorry. God, that was dumb. Yes, I do want to proceed with this test. I forget that all the time. If you go back to my earlier videos, I keep forgetting. Alright, pulling up to the brake, front brakes. Solid axle control arm. A rubber bushing? I don't think that's it though. But we do have a solid axle control arm that needs to get taken there. Replaced and repaired. She's all aligned. Okay. We're gonna take you here. Put you back on 1. Control arm that's going to be in the back, right? This is right here. So let's solid axle control arm. Everything's red, but that's not correct, I don't think, right? Well, we do need to remove this. Oops. Probably should have pulled the tire. That would have made things a lot easier, Pete. Alright, it's going to take me a little bit to remember how this worked. I took a break from it for a while, and now I'm trying to work my way back here. Okay. That, and then solid control arm. Do we have anything else red? I'm gonna look at this side. This may be the honey hole. That's okay. Really jerky. Okay. check out the suspension on the front. There it is, wheel hub bearing. Okay, okay. I don't know if we can repack the wheel hub bearings. I think we just need to replace, right? We will need to pull this wheel. So let's go. There it is, pull the wheel hubcap and the wheel hub bearing. 10%. So we're just going to buy a new wheel hub bearing. Because 10% we cannot repair anyway. So 12 credits, we'll get it for 10. And we'll go ahead and install that. Put the new hubcap back in. Put the wheel back on. And I think that solid rear control arm, I think that's down to 10% as well. So, and if that's true, then it's a purchase. Yeah, okay. So we're going to go ahead and swing around. Let's grab back here. Well, we'll do it from here. We're going to buy another rear side. Is it solid control arm? Is that it? No. Sorry, y'all. Let's blow this up. There we go. And we're gonna go to everything, and we want to go to suspension, and we're gonna go to, I think it's rear solid control arm, isn't it? Whoop, I just saw it. Here it is. Solid axle control arm. Okay. It's listed at 90. We'll get it for 78. 76, I'm sorry. Go back. Now, typically, I would put a new bushing in there. You know, this one's at 32%. Again, I don't think I can fix bushings on the. I'm gonna go see if we can't fix this bushing on the table, because you're putting in a brandy dandy new solid control rear solid control axle, but you're putting in a ratty old bushing. I don't know if I value that as a repair, you know. This is my reputation on the line right here, and you put in a nice new part with this crummy old bushing. All right, so I think that's done. If we disengage, let's bring the car back down. Okay, all the way to the ground. You got your starter, right? Yeah, we got the 2 repairs done. Okay. We'll close that. We're gonna go here. We're gonna switch places with the car out there. And we'll call the, should we give it a free wash? That's part of my service. We'll just give it a free wash. For some reason, my mouse seems a little overly sensitive today. It still looks like garbage, actually, but it's working garbage. All right, come and get it, man. There you go. General running gear and control and repair 102 credits. We got a 28 credit task bonus, a 28 credit job bonus for a total payout of 158 credits. Oh, Pete. Oh, Pete, you are moving too fast for conditions, bro. Somebody's gonna have to ticket you. Yeah, I didn't put the leaf spring plate or the U-bolts back on, so this thing is it's just in there. I'm complaining about the bushing. I think that might have been what made me take my eyes off the prize, but I was concerned about the bushing so much so that I forgot to actually properly install the thing. Come on. We need to install the leaf spring plate and the, yeah, I was so concerned about the bushing. It took my eyes off the prize. You got to finish the job, bro. All right, so this is not. This is again another good indication why I can't just walk away from the repairs, because I will. I'll get rusty. So, but yeah. So we're gonna try and do. I want the bulk of what I'm doing from here in to be rebuilds and rehabbing. I also want to, like I said, I want to go and check out the rest of the game, figure out how to work it, what it does, and all that stuff. I want to go ahead and I want to. I would also like to get the achievements. So I want to start looking at and accumulate and trying to get all the achievements. This is our second issue of Smith and Parker Outlaw. It's part of the DLC. It is a nice looking. It is a standard version of the Outlaw. It's got 215,964 miles on it. The body's in 52% condition, parts 60, frame 56, and interior 55. What do you need, Mr. 71? 71? I'm surprised at that. A V8 2-carb overhead valve. Okay. Does have swap options. Very nice. Loud exhaust and other tasks. Refill coolant fluid and refill power steering fluid. Okay. Loud exhaust means we got to get this puppy up in the air and take a look at the exhaust. Well, before we do that, let's take a look at the exhaust manifold. Is there an engine in here or no? I was gonna say it's way down here at the bottom. Let's check the exhaust manifolds. Just to make sure we're not overlooking it. These look brandy dandy new. Can I... Wait. It does not say. So I would have to disconnect. Again, I'm trying to use the examination tool, which I haven't really used a whole lot. And the reason is I could never figure out how to employ it. So what you need to do is you need to be disengaged from the vehicle, then right click, and there's your examination tool. Now you want to go and find what you're looking for that you're trying to test. This is engine. So it's just engine, it looks like. I'm hoping will give me the exhaust manifolds. I tend to believe that at least the one on the right side looked like it was in good shape. So oh, okay, it does give you the clutch parts. Okay, I didn't realize that. It did not give me what I wanted. I want these things. Help me figure out these things. But they look, okay, they look like they're in good shape. This is the exhaust issue more than likely. So we're looking at this exhaust manifold coming down to the middle muffler and then the rear muffler. Rear muffler here's got a little rust on it, but I don't think that's going to be a big deal. We do the same thing. On the other side, you got the manifold, that looks fine, but then you got your middle muffler that looks like a problem area, and then you got your rear muffler. So let's pull the middle muffler. 10%. Okay. So there's that. We cannot fix that middle muffler, so we're going to go here. We're going to hit the space bar to add it to our shopping list. We're going to go shopping. Tab to open our list. Enter to... There are no... Oh, okay. You know why? I'll tell you why. Because we're in suspension. We got to make sure we're either in exhaust or we're in full catalog. Okay, now we hit tab. Now we hit enter. There it is. 110 credits for the middle muffler. They'll give it to us for 93, so we'll save some cash there. But then you want to hit your X button to clear the search. Hit your tab again. Hit the X button. Be able to delete it from the list. Tab X. There you go. That takes it off your shopping list. And then tab to get out of your shopping list. Okay. But this way it helps. For a long time I wasn't clearing my list, and then I didn't know which things I had purchased, which things I hadn't purchased. So it kind of makes things confusing. But this way, if you delete it right after you purchase, then you keep your stuff together. Okay, so middle muffler's done. We just got to do the other tasks. Let's get her down on the ground. Power steering fluid and coolant, I believe it was, wasn't it? Other tasks, refill coolant fluid and refill. So we're not changing, we're just refilling. Okay. It's hard to get in here because the engine's so low. Okay, so we want to refill the coolant, which we do here at the radiator. Pull that off. Coolant is refilled. And what was the other one? It was power steering, right? Power steering. Okay. So we're going to look for the power steering reservoir, which I thought I saw over here. Oh, here it is, right here. Okay. Nope, we missed it. Here. All right, yeah, that's empty. You can see that's empty. Let's see. Open the reservoir cap. Okay. Max, I went over the line, but that's because I couldn't see the line, so that's not fair. All right, you can close. You're on the ground, so you can head out to behind 2. And I think we can call your owner to come get you. Tasks are done. Loud exhaust was 110 credits. The other task gave us 30 credits. Bonus of 34, task bonus of 34, job bonus of 42 for a total of 216 credits. There it is. Okay. 2 down, 3 to go. What else we got? I'm not even sure what these things. Okay, we got the Trans Am next. Well, it's not. It's a Chieftain Bandit. I'm sorry. It's a 78 Chieftain Bandit. It should be black. We all know that. Standard version, 239,865 miles. The body's at 37%. Poor girl. Parts at 43. Frames at 34. Interiors at 34. Ooh, V8 Ford Cobra. It's got a, what has it got? The V8 2-carb overhead valve. Okay. Poor brake performance. Transmission is not responsive in other tasks. Change the brake fluid. Change the coolant fluid. Change the power steering fluid. Increase tuning of car by 5 to 10%. And then we've got, okay. Let's go on with the show. Poor brake performance. So let's check the engine compartment first. And we can see this brake servo looks like it might be in some bad shape. So we should disengage so we can employ our, but this says 0 of 0. It will not let me check it unless I take it off. Right? That's the only way I'm going to find out what percentage this brake servo is at. You did not drain the fluid before moving for a cleanup will cost you 50 credits. Okay. You're absolutely right. I did not drain the fluid. I kind of thought about it for a second, but you know what I didn't do? I didn't let it stop me from doing what I wanted to do. Alright. So we'll refill this because I don't think that's the problem. We'll have to double check the work order. But yeah. Okay. Double check the work order. We're looking at 34%. The servo is at 40. We know that. So we're going to close this up. We got it up in the air, and we're going to check out the brake situation. Let's start in the rear, and then we'll work our way up to the front. I don't know why. I just when did I get so short? That's my what's happened there. All right. So we want to go here. What is this? Okay. Okay, so these have rear, yeah, I was gonna say, these should have rear drums. This drum does not look like it's in very good shape. 17%, so it is not in good shape. What about that cylinder? Cylinder doesn't look great either. The shoes don't look bad, but the cylinder looks like it might need, yeah, 18%. All right, so we need a drum and a cylinder, although we're going to take a look on the bench and see if we can't possibly do a rebuild. Oop. Thank you. This drum looks bad too. Yeah, another drum. 3%. That is not getting fixed at all. 45 on the. What about the cylinder? 35%. Okay, so 34%. So we need 2 brake drums and 1 cylinder. Let's go ahead and handle the rear first. Can I 18%, we can try that. Got it. Okay. You used to be able to put brake drums on the lathe, didn't you? I'm almost positive you could. Let me know. Let me know if I'm wrong there. But I thought you used to be able to resurface drums too. I'm not I'm not a hundo, you know. Let's pick up 2 drums. They list for 30. We'll get them for 25. We're gonna get 2 of them, so that'll be 50. And we're back, folks. We are back. And this one is the hundo because we rebuilt that one. Shoes were at 54. We got a new drum, so that'll go on there, and that's this. I'm not 100% positive which tire. I think they were both 44 though, right? 44%. So not going to be too upset if they're wrong. This cylinder was fine, so we did nothing with it. Well, it's not fine, but it wasn't broken. And we did get a new drum for this as well. 43. So it's 43 and 44. Okay, and we're gonna come up here and okay, probably need some new brake pads, so let's go ahead and pull this tire. We're gonna go here, here. All right, so here we are. We're gonna need pull the caliper. Both of these bolts are rusted in place. Never good. 39 and 49. Pads. 27%. Disc brake ventilated. 44%. Okay, so we cannot fix pads, so we're gonna throw the disc back on, although I would have run it through the lathe just to resurface it, but okay. What do I know? I just own the place, you know what I mean? I just work here and own the place. Alright, so we got that done. Is there, I have a feeling there might be another issue on the other side, but well, let's take a look at the work order real quick before we move over there. And we're looking at yeah, there's one more. So I'm going to assume that's probably the pads on this side. So let's grab this, fly over this way. We're going to grab this tire off. Actually, it might be the disc itself, because we can see the name here. So those pads are not in bad shape. This caliper is probably borderline. 35 and 39, but that disc is. So it's 54 on the pads, 20% on the brake disc ventilated. We're gonna go and we're gonna grab it. The lathe. I like the lathe. The lathe is my favorite. One of my favoriteest tools in the shop. Get that resurfaced. Alright, grab our brake disc back here. On there, and okay. I think what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to try and get everything done, and then when it gets to the tuning part, I'm going to move it to the dyno. I'll put the last vehicle here in Bay 1, but then I'm going to call it transmission not responsive, because there's one issue. Oh, it's going to be the gearbox. Look at how bad that gearbox is. Okay, let's jump into it, folks. Did it? I was going to say, it didn't really, did it? I was, told us about the clutch plate and the clutch release bearing and that stuff, but I don't think it told us about the gearbox itself. But I have a feeling it's going to be the gearbox. I'm hoping we can fix it on the bench. Need some spray. Does anything else need spray? Gearbox is 10%, so there's no fixing that gearbox. I'll put that on the shopping list. We're going to go back to the everything. Gearbox V8 overhead valve, 900 credits. We'll get it for 765. Blow it up, blow it up. And we're just going to go ahead and remount. Okay, we gotta get this. Let's put the starter back on before I forget, which I will. We all know that. There's no two ways around it. Pete will forget the starter. I don't know why. There couldn't be a more important piece of material on the vehicle, and I completely forget it every single time. All right, so how are we doing? I think we're gonna be. I think we have a couple of oils, fluids to change, not oils. We have a couple of oils to change. I'm not positive. Let's see. All right, so we got all that other tasks. Change drain old and refill with new. Well, I went the long way around, but I got it done. Change the coolant fluid, drain old and refill with new. Change the power steering fluid and then increase. Okay, so let's get her down on the ground because we're gonna need that so that we can. All right. Pop the hood. We're going to get in here and we're going to go. I think I have to have. Do I have to have it open already or no? No, I can just do it that way. Okay. So we have drained the coolant. Now we need to refill the coolant. We're going to remove the cap. Go. Whoop, 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 whoop. I went a little overboard. Okay. Alright, so that's done. And we've got one more thing, which is change the power steering fluid. So we're going to come over here, grab our drain tool out of our tools menu. Drain that. Now we're going to go ahead and refill it. Alright. Okay. Alright, we probably overfilled that too, but that's That's neither here nor there. Okay, so we've got that done, all of that done. So we increased the tuning. So what we'll do is we're going to move this now to the dyno, and we will do the tuning upgrade from here. I want to go and grab the last vehicle, put it in bay 2. This is our story mission, so we will read about the story next time, because we have been on for about an hour. We've done an hour's worth of work. We finished up the Bolt Reptilia. Is there no other vehicle? No, there isn't, right? Because we took care of it. You could actually go to 1. We finished up the Bolt Reptilia. We got it painted up. We got the final touches. Oh, wait. You should be at 2. You should be at 2. I'm sorry. You should be at 2. The other one should be at 1. Okay. So yeah, so we finished up the Bolt Reptilia. We got that painted up and we got it sold. We made almost, I think we made almost a 100,000, or did we make 100,000? Credits on it. We've grabbed some repairs. We grabbed a full set. We did a whole 5, and we've gotten through 2 3/4. We've got to do some tuning on that Bandit, and then we got these 2 here. The one in bay 1 obviously is a story mission, so we'll find out what that's all about. But until, like I say, next episode is going to be episode 50, where I lay out how I'm going to proceed from here and how we're going to really get into it and really start to figure out all the ins and outs of Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. If you enjoyed the video, and hopefully you did, come back and see me again, will you? And if you could, give the video a like, subscribe and follow to be notified when the next video comes out. And until I see you again, be safe, be well, be good. Be back here next time. And until then, bye-bye.